Good evening. My name is Adam R. Wood. They call me the Zotmeister, and welcome once again to Warlord Wednesday. Sid Meier's Civilization, the first stop in the Ank Challenge, will now resume right where I left it off. When I last left my humble nation, it had all of 4 cities. For some reason, I just never expanded beyond that. But I do have unhappy neighbors that I've only just recently discovered. And yeah, I'm more than a little technologically advanced compared to them. So yeah, I'm in the process of pounding. Yeah, I'm about ready to go pound them down. They don't even have city walls. What is wrong with them? Okay, so you've got a couple musketeers and even a diplomat to help support things. We're working on a transport. That's good. I will need one of those. A phalanx, 2 musketeers, a cannon. Currently working on a bank, which is probably a good thing. This city has a lot of trade. The city's about to grow again. Oh, man. Yeah, with both Copernicus Observatory in here and Isaac Newton's college around as well, yeah, this has obviously become a very trade-focused city. I've still got some spots I need to attend to, but not exactly all to myself here. Roll Bandit has ridiculous production, and unsurprisingly, they are working on a factory to make the most of that. I don't actually have one here yet, although I'm probably going to need that bank in order to afford factories. Yeah, Picante is going to be needing a cathedral shortly. I mean, each of these cities can only have a single unit away from home before people get unhappy. So I have JS Box Cathedral to handle 1. Hopefully I can get women's suffrage built, and that will reduce it to 2. What am I currently researching? Steel, and I'm about to have it. And that is going to be my main offense, actually. Then we can get some things taken care of here. Alright, so I have no idea if it's a Greek or Zulu city sitting here. There obviously is a city there. I'm going to have to get somebody on land in order to figure that out. So let me check on the old trade report. I am currently pulling in a 9 coin profit, and discoveries every 6 turns. That sounds ridiculously good, actually. Let me recheck this. It is 1450 AD in the game, and I already have railroads, so that bodes pretty well, I figure. Let's see, is there any other advisor I really need to check on? Probably not. What do I have my, there are plus and minus keys. Oh, pardon me. Oh, that's right, the numbers are showing right here. Alright, so I'm 50-50 in tax and science, which sounds about right. No luxuries, which is perhaps a little weird, but acceptable. I'm probably going to have to lower that. I'm probably going to have to put some luxuries in order to get happy people to counteract unhappy people while I'm going to war here. Also, if I can find the time, I should totally send units out this way and try to get more of this continent covered, get more cities showing. For all I know, another Civ has actually already landed there. It is filling that space. Alright, well, time to advance the turns. Oh, civil disorder in the capital. That is not good. That is never good. We don't need you. Let's pluck you up. Still plenty of surplus food. Yes! Okay. So, with the technology of steel, leave that on the screen for just a moment there. This gives me access to the unit with the highest stats in the game, the battleship. And that is giving me access to a whole bunch of things, and I'm not even sure what the next thing on this list that I want is. Alright, I had a cheat sheet open of when Wonders of the World expire, and I seem to have closed that. Let me reopen it real quick here. So I want to make sure I don't rob myself of the effects of any Wonders of the World on myself early here. Because I seem to recall, I have the pyramids, which cancels with communism, although I'm actually not terribly concerned about that. Copernicus's observatory ends with automobile. If I don't actually need automobile yet, I would just as soon put that off. Isaac Newton's college ends with nuclear fission. I don't think I need to worry about that anytime soon. JS Box Cathedral never expires. And I think that's it. I have good need of industrialization. Oh, wait a minute, I already have industrialization. I'm building a factory. I totally already have access to it. Okay, yeah, I'm going to be building that soon then. I wouldn't mind getting electronics. I didn't actually build Shakespeare's Theater. I don't think anybody has. That leads to Hoover Dam, which will be huge. Enormous. And that in turn to computers. Okay. Alright, so I think I've got my plan. Let me switch my windows back so I can see chat again. So what are they actually making available to me? Atomic theory, don't care. Magnetism. It's funny that I have battleship and I don't have frigates. Yeah, I do not want communism. That would actually work against me. Explosives would lead to ultimately to riflemen, which would be a big help, an improvement over the musketeers, and one of the best defenders in the game, especially if I'm avoiding communism. Okay. Yeah, I need magnetism. Magnetism leads to electricity, which leads to electronics, which leads to computers, and that is the branch I want to go down. There's actually not much else that's more important to me right now. So magnetism it is. Interesting time to to go for this technology. Okay, I sort of don't need this ironclad anymore. I could just try to explore a bit more with it, although Crate is going to be unhappier for as long as it sits out here. All the same, though, I feel like I know so little of the map. Okay. Do I want that hill worked on? Is that what you need to do? Twitch definitely could use some buffing up over there itself. Yeah, I'm gonna work that hill. We'll start by mining it. Okay, 1 food, 3 trade, yeah. Yeah, that's the best we can do until the mine is completed. Okay, Picante. That river tile to the south of you hasn't been attended. Okay. There's another shore there. We can skirt around that. Probably links up to that over there. We'll see what we have. Okay, Cathedral. That opens you up to grow more safely. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're good for a while now. There is not a granary or a marketplace or a library here yet, huh? Oh, we can totally go for a granary now. Oh! Crate has civil disorder. Well, that's easy to fix. Yeah, it's looking like I'm going to have to put some luxuries on shortly. Well, there's some Greeks over there. I am at peace with them at the moment, though. Build a bridge there. Okay. Oh. It doesn't link up. Or at least it's a crescent shape or something. Interesting. Autosave. Okay, now I should be able to afford some things here. And that gave me enough of a luxury boost that my one entertainer is now actually making 2 people happy. So that buys me a little further time. Factory. Definitely a factory. Makes anything else I want to build that much faster. Picante requires an aqueduct for further growth. Oh. They are very stymied until that's done. Alright, so we'll switch that over promptly. Okay, irrigate that tile. Let's continue scoping this out. Oh, look at that! Look at that cute little city! It's all theirs. Neat. That little continent all to itself. With that having been done, okay, I do not need to be turning a profit of 15 coin a turn. Can I perhaps get away with lowering my tax rate safely? There I would lose 1 coin a turn. And I'm probably going to recover that in fairly short order. So you know what? I'm going to leave it that way. But rather than up science, I'm going to up the luxuries rate to 10%. That will buy me some leeway here, which I'm going to need. You'd be okay there. It's tempting to give you, yeah, there's just so few shields here. Yeah, you can sit like that. I'm fine with that. I could put you back to work. The question is where? All you'd get is a single food in any of these spots. So you know what we'll do instead? Make you a scientist. It's the best thing I can do with you. Alright. And it should be discoveries. Oh, actually, with the scientist, it's now at 5 turns. And what do you know? The income is actually at +1 now. Okay. So I was able to get somebody else to work. I like this. Wealthiest civilizations in the world. I am 6th. Near the bottom, but I am fine with this. Money is only as good as what you can spend it on. I'd much rather have the tech. I am perfectly okay with this. Send that back over that way, because I know there's land here. But I'll sort of take the upper route to get more of the black cleared away. How's that factory coming? Alright, almost done. Good. Because I am going to need that in short order. Here we have it. Bandit builds factory. That is definitely a lot of pollution potential. Ain't gonna lie. And I'm not gonna be able to deal with that right away either. Okay. Let's get that bank built first, and then you're going for women's suffrage. Oh, there we go. I'll check the southern one first, since it's closer to my my continent here. Okay. All right. So that has been cleared up. Let's just move this straight over there so it can benefit immediately from the road I'm about to pivot. There's a coal resource. Okay. This would be a good production city across the way, perhaps. Looks like the Greeks are there, but that city is too far to the east to be able to use that. Although it looks like there's a river here. Interesting. Okay, and let's irrigate it. You go for rails. Yes! Sometimes I wonder if this locks up, but apparently it hasn't this time around. Let's, yeah, the hedge on the right looks a little weaker than the one on the left. Let's upgrade part C here. Oh, now it's a line of trees! Okay. Nifty. I'm gonna have to work the other side to fix that up. Okay, we now have magnetism. Very important technology for seaworthiness. And it indeed does make the frigate available. Or at least it would if I haven't already obsoleted it. Actually, I probably haven't. I think I actually can still build frigates. But I only really wanted that so that I can continue further up had that as a prerequisite. So next up is electricity. Yeah, I'll talk with the Greeks, sure. They're a bunch of jerks, but I am not paying you a dime. Go to hell. Oh, alright. Alright, I guess we're fighting too. I'm okay with this. Should I send my ironclad back over this way and try to pick at these units? What precisely do I want to play this? Well, he's probably going to attack that settler, and I really don't want him to do that. Hey, Captain Clever, good to see you. Mycenae, yeah. It's a rather Egyptian name, ain't it? Canton. Indeed. Alright, so let's... No, I think I'm going to have you keep exploring this area here. Well, they can both attack, but... Let's go for this stack. Got him. Alright, and to cover... Well, I can't send anybody else out without there being too much unhappiness in this city. I suppose I could send you out. I don't really care if I lose you. Just someone to sit on top of the settler, give it a better chance. Of course, if he's smart, he'll attack the cannon anyway, but we'll see what happens. Oh, the advisors are actually based on the government. The civilization's government. There's actually a little bit about that in the game's technical supplement. Might even be in the README. Although I don't think I have that terribly handy. Although I probably could open it up. Not. Yeah, it's like right here, actually. This one. Yeah, if you see Egyptians, then they're in a low-tech monarchy. Yeah, if you see Mongols, it's a low-tech despotism. If you see Greek advisors, then they're in a republic or a democracy, but still low-tech. If you see hoodlums, they're in a despotism, but a more modern one. If you see English advisors, they're in a modern monarchy. If you see American advisors, that's a modern republic or a democracy. And if you see Soviets, then unsurprisingly, they're in a communism. Yeah, Alexander in Egypt, definitely, yes. Perfectly fitting. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna see what he does. He killed the phalanx and the settler. That's unfortunate. Oh, bandit builds bank. Okay, we've got the mine in place, so let's switch over to that. I will put rails on that shortly. You now get to build women's suffrage. I am in dire need of that right about now. Bye, idiot. Should have attacked the cannon. I have no idea what player that is. Oh, what color is yeah? Who gets cyan in the original Civ? Is that the Americans? I think that might be the Americans. Okay, well, I got him off my land, and doesn't seem to have anybody else coming over at the moment, so I can just get that cannon back into town. Oh, spoke too soon. My boat is miles away. That is most unfortunate. Let's get you back to a scientist. You're working on a transport. I'm going to need a battleship soon. Actually, maybe what I ought to just do is this. Alright, so that ain't going to happen. I guess Road Bandit is going to have to build me a battleship. Women's suffrage going to have to wait a tiny bit longer. Alright, so that tile's all set. That one's still in the radius. Let's go for that one. More coal. Ooh, an oasis. I have a potential nexus up here. Looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to have to just let that complete. I don't think I'm going to be able to rush that one at all. Nippa Wamsit! Hi, I totally missed you in there. Good to see you. Yeah, always been a fan of the Civ series. Happy to have the excuse to go ham on them, frankly. Alright, is anybody using that tile? No? Alright, it's one less shield, but I'll go ahead and switch that over now anyway. Get a road going on that. Oh, yet another landmass. I need to start sending you in this direction anyway. Ugh. This is where the nexus would be. Hung Chao, that definitely sounds like a Chinese name to me. Nanking, yeah. Okay. I can definitely let them get a little closer. Oh, are you gonna build a city right over here? So that would be really obnoxious, frankly. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to wait and see how this goes. Yep, four cities, that's all I've got. You have gotta be frickin' kidding me! You are a moron! Alright, Road Bandit now has some pollution. It's in this forest tile. Only costs me one shield right now. But all the same, let's stick that in the water while we're waiting. I'll get that shield back right now as I put rails on that. Oh, look at this! It hooks around. Attack of opportunity. Just pick that guy off while we're here. Alright. What a tool! Oh, wait for it to get to size 2, and then I'll smack it down and possibly get a free tech off of him. He was on a hill? Really? Oh yeah, he was. Oh, it wasn't. Was it diagonal? Huh. Yeah. Whatever. I don't have a major attachment to that ironclad anyway. I mean, I'm about to get a battleship. Two turns, and it looks like it's going to be very close. Nah. Tempting, but nah. How's this doing? Did I double check on that? Okay. Yeah, founding a city there is probably the worst thing he could do with his resources. Alright, we just need to get you out of there. I could just disband you, but Well, you can still do that in Civ 2. It's called shore bombardment. It's not that inaccurate a thing to do. I mean, the battleships pretty much specialized in that. Civ 2 does have the coastal fortress building that lets you have increased defense against shore bombardment. And it's also a set rule that a ship defending a city in a port has its defense cut in half. You catch a ship in port, it's decidedly less useful. Yeah, so a battleship is no longer the best defender of a city, like it is here in Civ. It's like by far the best unit to defend a city with is a battleship. Nothing comes even remotely close. Yeah, it's working on one. So here we go! A battleship, which is kind of badass. I will show you just how badass. Its attack value is 18, and its defense is 12. In comparison, the land unit with the highest defense, the mechanized infantry, has a defense strength of 6. So yeah, battleships are a little good. They are insanely good. That attack value of 18 makes them the best unit to smack a city with, apart from artillery against cities with a city wall. As artillery only has an attack strength of 10, but has the special effect that it ignores city walls where it hits. Oh, excuse me, it's a 12. But it ignores the effects of city walls, which triples the defensive units inside of it. So yeah, it's like a battleship defending a city. Yeah, it's like an artillery actually only has like an even chance of dealing with it. City wall or no. Yeah, the artillery is a howitzer, yeah. Alright, yes, a whole even chance. So I have this battleship now, and as you can see it also has a very nice wide vision range. But only over sea, so if I get it over here, it's still not going to tell me whose city that is. But yeah, this is going to be able to totally pwn pretty much anything the Greeks have. Or the Zulus, I would presume. Until I get that bad, unlucky roll. Again, it's just one roll of the dice. Attack value, defense value. You look at the ratio. And, yeah. That's all there is to it. All it takes is just that one bad roll, and I'm going to need another battleship. But I'm assuming that's not going to happen right away. And I do need women's suffrage. I mean, as it is, 3 and 3, just from that guy being away. Well, 1 is free, essentially, but yeah, I actually have quite a lot of unhappiness here. Am I missing like a... No, I'm not. Pardon me, it's just that bad, I guess. The city's just that big. And the buildings can only tackle so many. Twitch is in even worse shape, but alright. I feel like I don't need that. Let's pluck you up too. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm ready to end turn. Alright, so Road Bandit is generating a lot of pollution at this point. And it's having a noticeable impact on the climate. You can see this red dot here. Yeah, that's a warning that global warming is starting to pick up. And if it reaches critical mass, the map is going to get a lot uglier. So that is something to watch. There are technologies that one can use to reduce these effects, and I'm actually working my way towards one that will have some effect, But the really important ones, the ones that will deal with pollution entirely, all lie behind automobile, which I don't want to grab because that will kill Copernicus's observatory. So, yeah, I'm going to try to put that off as long as I really can afford to. Let's go for another turn here. Get the battleship and ironclad closer to where they might be useful. They kind of have things to do. Interesting little land there. Man, I've got so much more land over here, but so focused on building up the cities that I've currently got. And it's hard to expand under a democracy as you're sending units away. But yeah, women's suffrage will help a lot. Okay, Twitch now has its factory. Can start building all the dank memes. No, I mean, it can start building military units for me. And, yeah, it looks like what I want right now is a spare musketeer and a spare cannon to move into Heraclea, assuming it still exists after my my shore bombardments. And even if it doesn't, then I can still just send them over to the what I presume is the Greek mainland. It might not be. I can go after the cities that are over there, at least. And I'm still at war with the Zulu, so I can fight them as well. I'll build the cannon first, I think. Yeah, I can get these units cranked out at a pretty good pace. I'm gonna want a settler again. Oh, more pollution. That's not good. Alright, electricity. Electricity, electricity. So many Japanese kids getting seizures from that Pokemon cartoon. We in the US, I think we've largely forgotten just how bad that Schoolhouse Rock episode was. That'll do it to you too. Anyway, nothing out of electricity itself. But it does lead to electronics. I do already have engineering, so there it is, and I will go for that. And that is going to lead to an extremely important wonder of the world that I am absolutely going to want to build just as soon as women's suffrage is done. As a matter of fact, I might even switch it over and get that one first. Alright. All that blue we're clearing out. You can keep going around this continent, I guess. I do kind of want to have that mapped out. There's a Greek city on there, so it'd be good to go after that. Alright, next turn. Oh, they're wandering out now. Alright, well, time for me to wander in. 3, oh, this goes inland a little. Oh, there's a river there, nice. Alright, well, that's why oh. Where's the cannon? I'm supposed to have a cannon in each of my cities. This one doesn't have a cannon. Oops. Oh well, as long as he doesn't try to pillage me. Alright. Yeah, he attacked, he failed. Actually, it looks like he did pillage me because, yeah, I'm pretty sure I had that tile irrigated at one point. Well, that's irritating. Alright, well, yeah. Bye. I guess I'll just... Oh, I already have an activated... Oh, I just finished that cannon. Alright, musketeers? Musketeers next. And, I'll send you further north, I guess. Yep, all gone. Oh, and he had a tech I didn't. I'm gonna have to take it. Alright, so I got feudalism now. Yeah, that big old dead end that nobody cares about. I might actually already have chivalry. I honestly don't remember. I ended up stealing that from somebody. No, I guess not. I guess that's still out there to be had. Alright, so you get rails now. This to be complete. Alright, there is a city in there. Good to know. Alright. My city is coastal. I can send my battleship over that way. Pick on that one. That'll be a nice little isolated place to have. But I think I'm better off focusing my efforts on this landmass here. Seems to have some good sized cities. And I'm at war with the Zulu as well, so yeah, I can take from either of them, no problem. The militia there. Hippies? Is that what you call them? Oh dear. Unsurprisingly, the coal mine got polluted. It's still worth using. It actually only costs me a single shield while the gunk is on it. I'm still going to want to clean that gunk up, but at the moment, my settlers are otherwise occupied. But we'll get there. Oh no, not again! Yeah, it grew bigger. Well, let's pluck this up. It's growing too big for its britches, and we'll leave that one as an entertainer. I don't mind slowing down the growth at this point, as you might imagine. Alright, so let's head further north here. Oh! Hi! Bye. I was just saying that Crate needed a cannon, so I'll just send that one over there. I'm perfectly okay with that. And, let's switch its home over. Let them scatter. Rioting in Zimbabwe. Order restored in Twitch. Okay, good. I think it's about time I did something about some of the pollution here. So let's get you into that. Bye. Okay, you're into Crate. H to set its home here. And fortify within. And you have finished the transport. Oh, nice. That I will tell to sleep, or sentry, I think they actually call it in this game. You can start heading further over this way. Alright, so you now have cannon defender. Oh, snap! Oh, I got a problem. I don't have 5 shields here. And I can't get 5 shields here unless that tile... That is a shield-bearing tile, okay. So I'm going to have to do something I otherwise wouldn't want to. Alright, you now don't need so many entertainers. Actually, you don't need any. Alright, Crate is going to have to work that tile. They'll have to borrow it for the time being in order to pay maintenance for all of my units here. And then, this guy is probably not going to live much longer anyway. They will not be able to build anything. I'll leave it sitting on Marketplace for now, but yeah, they will not be able to produce a single thing for now. Alright, you're working on that. That's fine. I mean, that transport can hold up to 8 units, and there are like 4 cities over there, so not a problem. Alright, women's suffrage still is fine. Just about finished with that aqueduct. Oh man, you're like just gonna miss it. That's unfortunate. Alright, next turn. Civil disorder and road bandit. Oh dear, come on. Work with me here. Alright. Pluck up one of these 1-3s, that's fine. I want to keep the shields going right now. There's the aqueduct. So they can now start growing again, and they will do so very quickly. They got all the happiness buildings. Yeah, let's get that granary going, my word. Hey, civil disorder, probably because martial law gave up on you there. Oh, bye! Good riddance. Clean up pollution, please. Alright. Until you're actually ready to be shipped across, you may as well stay here in Twitch. So I'll fortify you. Let's just do this. Oh, it succeeded. Excellent. It's like either result would have been acceptable to me there. I think I actually I kind of want to go for Mycenae first, actually. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I've taken care of that. Electronics. Oh, right, well, yeah, that's because Rope Bandit's out for just the turn. Ooh, I am no longer the largest civilization. I am the third largest. I definitely need to grow. I think I'm going to grow by taking some of these cities from the Greeks and Zulus, though. So I should be able to fix that fully in short order. Unsurprisingly, not much there. Lobane is now empty. Let's just wait there. Conte's got more things to do, but Rope Bandit needs that help. Let's get that pollution cleared up. I'm gonna head that way, do that thing. Okay, Twitch working on another musketeer. I'm fine with that. Get some cannons as well. Actually, I can totally start sending units over, like right now. So we can get these all activated. S on you. You head up one tile, wait. You move onto the ship. Okay. And we can start hitting you up that way. But now you're going to be extremely unhappy. You are going to be in civil disorder for a turn. There's almost certainly nothing I can do about that. Yeah, even if I pluck all those up, we're still, yeah, I need to pay maintenance on all those units, so guess what? You are just plain going to be in civil disorder, unless I up my luxuries. And I suppose I'm actually willing to do that. Let's see what happens at 20% luxuries. That's one happy face at crate. That's not going to be enough. At 30, I'm really starting to slow the science down. Mind you, it really only needs to be this way for like a single turn. Yeah, Crade needs that. Crade needs that marketplace. That's the problem. That's why it's just not propagating through enough. 40-20. Man, I am not getting a second guy out of there. It is just not coming together. And that's what I need. I need a second out of it. But again, this only needs to be a single turn. There we go. Okay. And if I pluck one up, yeah, that one is one that would have been unhappy, and now they're balanced. Okay. And I only need to do that for a turn. And that actually puts Rope Bandit in... that actually puts Rope Bandit in Pop Boom for the turn. I can actually get them to grow at warp speed for a bit while I leave it that way. Okay. Next turn, please. Yep. Have a nice little parade. Oh, somebody moved in there. We'll get rid of them too. Alright. Head up this way. You just fortify for now. I actually want to switch you over to, do I want to switch you over to a cannon? Alright, you know what? This is a good time to get those settlers rebuilt. So I do actually need those. Okay. Let's wake you up. Get in there. Capture Lobane. Alright, he did not have any text for me to steal. There's a trade route in here. Nice. I'm getting a little extra from it. What city? The Oracle is sitting in here. Of course it has expired, but that is actually still 20 points. Yeah, you get the same for it taking it over, just as if you had built it yourself. And they already have a granary and a marketplace. They would actually be in a state of pop boom right now. I think a pop of 4 is enough for it to celebrate. But yeah, they would need that temple in very short order in order to do that. Nope. What I need to do here is get that cannon active. Get that in here now. But I'm going to need another turn before I can actually assign that to be their new home. I'm going to have to keep the luxuries rate up yet. Well, we can now send the battleship further out. And we can start to send the transport back home. Yeah, I think I'm going to need, even with everybody there happy, I'm going to need the temple in short order. And I'm going to need city walls, like desperately, before the city just shrinks to nothing. How is this looking right now anyway? Only up 3 coin, discovery's 13 turns, yeah. Well, I can leave Row Bandit in pop boom for the moment. Yeah, I'll leave the luxuries rate up one more turn. Yeah, Lobane is celebrating. Okay, up and around. Zimbabwe is on the other side. Okay, home fortify. That is what is so important. Alright, you're back home. Although you're a non-military unit, you don't cause unhappiness. Home fortify. Okay, and with that, you're back to just the one that is caused by the ironclad, and which JS Box Cathedral covers for me anyway. You can actually go back out there now. Although if I leave you up, you're going to start celebrating too. Although I don't actually need to keep the celebration going. And you are going to start actually producing that marketplace, which apparently I'm going to need. If I switch some of these over to entertainers, I might actually... Well, it looks like 1 will help, but only 1. 8? No, that's still not going to be a celebration. Okay. I would need more food to have a celebration anyway. That's 9? Oh, I actually can have them celebrate. Although it looks like they would grow in a couple of turns anyway. Yeah, I don't actually want to leave my luxuries rate that high, potentially, for too long. It's just causing me to lose too much else. Well, what's over here? Another cute little landmass, or does it expand out that way? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, that I did slow that tech to a crawl, but my cities are growing a lot faster at the moment, so you know what? I think I'm actually going to leave it this way for the time being. Really help boost them up. Oh, Kraid doesn't actually have a food surplus, so its celebration actually isn't going to help. But none of these are irrigated, so I could actually solve that problem. I could actually improve that. That's why I need a settler unit. That's why I'm building one. So, hooray. Next turn, please. Volcano erupts near Hangzhou. Oh, wow. That's an interesting random event. Yay, we love the president. And Kraid is doing it too. Hooray. Alright, that pollution has been cleaned up. Thank sanity. I still have the pollution there, but you're also sitting on a forest tile, and I want to do something about that. Oh, there's no fish there. At least now I know. How do I actually want to... It's nice to have lots of shields at one place, but it would be nice to have a little... I mean, I've got 2 hills with mines in them here, and I've got this one with game in it, so of course I'm not getting rid of that forest. All these water tiles only give me 1 food. I think I do actually need a little more food potential here. Yeah. I lose 1 shield and I gain a lot more. Yeah, let's change that to a plains. Alright, you up and over. Oh, sailboat. Catapult! Bye! Alright, well, you can just sentry for now, because I don't have the units to give to you. Once Twitch has that settler done, we'll be making another set of units to send across and take over a hopefully empty city when we get there. Alright. Yeah, granary. It's like, look at all that food you're getting, and you've got all the happiness buildings already, so it's just a matter of letting you grow faster. Okay. Twitch build settlers. Alright. They actually have musketeers to spare already, some way, somehow, so I'll tell them to work on a cannon. Lobane canceled its celebration. Crusade ends in disaster, press blamed. Oh dear. Okay, no, that was totally expected. You know, there's someone unhappy there now, but that's fine. We're working on the temple, and then they'll be back in a celebration, actually. I could do that, get it built faster, slow the growth down anyway. Probably just as well. Center back on the ship. 1, 2, 3, okay. Poke. Oh good, the pollution has gone out of the hill, excellent. Road Bandit can now use its entire city radius of tiles. The desert only provides a single shield, but I can fix that. In fact, I'll fix that right now. Let's get in there. Ooh, another big Greek city. Alright, primary need here. Kraid needs irrigation. So let's actually get ourselves up there. They sent a sailboat out against my battleship. It did not end well for the sailboat. Oh, that was genius. Poke. And Zimbabwe is now empty. Poke. Yep, you stay put. Okay, that gets irrigated first. Give that tile some food. Anybody else hang out? Oh, that's a sizable land, it would seem. Okay, you irrigate. Now, you're working on that cannon, and then I can get another set of units across. As long as they still have that surplus food and they're still in a celebration, they will keep growing. In fact, I can set you to be a scientist or a taxman. It's not even going to affect how many people are happy at the moment. Yeah, by default, it's an entertainer, but yeah, it's kind of not enough. So I'll leave him off. Yeah, Row Bandit just suddenly grew very quickly. So yeah, it was actually a really good time to have a luxuries surge, so it could actually support it. Ooh, looks like a second one's gonna help now. Oh, actually, okay, yeah, we've run out of surplus food here. I actually need to get these tiles irrigated now as well, but I'm going to start with Kraid. So Twitch is going to stop pop booming. Row Bandit looks like it's got one more in it, and then I can lower the luxuries rate again. Although I'm probably going to need to keep it high as I send out the next wave of units. Near Twitch, that's not good. Okay, Zimbabwe is still empty, so you stay put. Let's keep searching around here. Oh, knights. Okay. I can poke at them and see how that goes. Oh, it's the horse tile. It's not good. It's not good at all. I actually have a food shortage in Twitch now as a result of that. I'm going to actually have to sort of put the scientist back, as it were. I'll have that cannon next turn. Okay. Oh, it left. Oh well. Arctic area there. Still nobody in that city. We'll sit and wait. Okay, that cannon goes up this way, and one of these many musketeers goes up that way. And I clearly still need more settlers here. There's a lot to be done. So let me go ahead and get another set of those going. And you are now going to start showing some unhappiness again. And that's fine. Okay. You're up to size 22 now, wow. And you actually have a food shortage at the moment, but that's okay. Alright, at this point, there doesn't seem to be any need to keep a pop boom going. So I'm actually going to lower the luxuries rate again. I think I can get away with 20? That looks to be perfectly balanced, actually. Yeah. That looks to be just right. And that all went back into science. So I should get electronics next turn. Should have been long enough. Alright. That is a barbarian frigate. Huh. Curious. Yeah, these are all gonna get cancelled. Marie Antoinette's diet secret: cake! Hey, we now have the modern science background showing there. Lab coats, computer, diskettes. We have electronics. So, this is secret diets are so weird. Yes. Alright, so this is where things are going to start picking up a bit more. What electronics gives us access to is the hydro plant. Now this takes a little bit of explanation. There are three kinds of electrical plants available in the game. There's the power plant, the hydro plant, and the nuclear plant. Each of these three does the exact same thing. They boost production by an additive 50%, where you already have a factory. It's basically taking the factory and making it plus 100% instead of plus 50. So a lot more production. The difference between these three is the effect, apart from the technologies that are needed in order to build them. They each have their own prerequisites. I believe the power plant is refining and the nuclear plant is nuclear fission. They each generate a different amount of pollution. Basically, they have a pollution multiplier effect on the city where they're built. And at a power plant, it's going to be a positive amount. It's going to add more. With a hydro plant, I believe it actually reduces pollution by a certain amount, and a nuclear plant reduces it by even more. That actually has very little pollution. So those are the power plant options. Any one city can only benefit from any one of these at any particular moment in time. Whichever one pollutes the least is the one that actually takes effect. If you have any others sitting in there, they are just backups. The game won't actually use them for anything, and you're probably better off selling them. What the Hoover Dam Wonder does is, in the city where it's built and every other city on that you control in that same continent, it counts as if there is a hydro plant there. This is huge. That usually means that I don't have to build power plants anywhere. If any spot is particularly polluting, I could actually build a nuclear plant there later to solve that problem. Typically, Hoover Dam is enough, and it's such a massive boost to production, while also helping keep pollution in check, that it's just absolutely enormous. So that is what I want to go. Yeah, it's like you get the two things together. You can always build the hydro plant with electronics, but whoever gets Hoover Dam, whoever gets here first, it doesn't even need to build those plants, and it's ridiculously good. Alright, and this also gives me access to computers, which is an absolutely astounding wonder of the world. So much so that they toned it down significantly in Civ 2. But yeah, we're going to go for computers next. Pollution near Row Bandit. Celebration cancelled in Crade, as I suspected. The Cur 41 times. Lobane builds Temple! Okay, they are no longer suffering somebody unhappy. They're good to size 6 now. They're not growing very quickly. This land is not tamed. I don't have this continent yet. I'm still at war with the other civs on here. So I don't actually want to build a settler yet. Yeah, they're going to go for city walls. That seems to make the most sense. Is that really what I think it is? That is, in fact, a coal mine. Oh, that is some great production here, then. Very, very nice. Yes, build city walls. That is my top priority there. Okay, that forest has been taken down, and now I can actually put some trade there, and I can irrigate it and put rails on there and get even more food, which is very much needed here right now. Women's suffrage can wait a little bit longer. Once I have Hoover Dam built, that will make building women's suffrage that much faster. So I'm actually going to switch that over, build Hoover Dam first. Let's get roads in there. Oh, they got a new unit. Let's kill it. Sit and wait. Let's keep exploring this area. Okay. In there, and sentry. That's the S key. If you do it with the keyboard, it's also under here. Sentry. Sentry is kind of like Fortify, except it doesn't boost defense. It just tells the unit to essentially go to sleep. The real advantage of sentry is that if you have a transport-capable ship in the city with units on sentry, and that ship leaves, they will automatically put the units on board for you. That's how that functions. Yeah. So, yeah, I can wake this ship up and send it over there. I'm not sure which way would be faster. Go, it looks like it's less of a curve there than it is up here, yeah. So I actually want to tunnel under. We can send them over this way. Alright, your unhappiness is fine. Actually, I can put you to work, and you're okay. Twitch 5 and 4 still. Yep, that hasn't changed. You're okay. Working on those settlers. Yeah, okay. Excellent. Everything is rolling along. Looks good to me. Oh, hi! Hi. Ooh, game. You head up this way. Take a little time to get to Zimbabwe there. I don't know if there are any cities like further inland. I'll have to take a peek. I know there's one there. I don't know whose it is. I'm assuming it's either Greek or Zulu. Either way. Yeah, it's going to be mine shortly. Alright, looks like Kraid got that irrigated. So, now they can start growing again. That's a plus. Yeah, they desperately need that marketplace. Otherwise, I'm not going to have the leeway to keep people happy. Won't be able to generate luxuries for them. Sufficient degree. Twitch build settlers. My word, do they need them? Look at this mess. Look at this frickin' mess. All these tiles in need of updating. As a matter of fact, I think I just want to make a second settler unit and keep going. I suppose I could have you chunk away at women's suffrage, or just start building military units again and get the next set of those going. You know what, that's probably the best thing to do. You've still got, yeah, you've got enough musketeers still. Let's go for another cannon. More pollution, Man, that's getting annoying. Vicante builds beehive. Alright, they won't lose nearly as much food now as they grow. They can start growing very quickly. They are going to need a factory in order to build anything else, and in order to benefit from the hydro plant that they're about to find themselves with. They'll need that factory as well. Okay, we've got road there now. Getting some trade. Let's get some food out of that tile. Let's irrigate it. And that one has finished irrigating. Excellent. So there's a food coming out of there now as well. Let's get road in there. Get some trade. Buy. Stay put. You can keep exploring this continent edge here. Let's give Alundi a bit of a berth just in case. Alright, let's move on to this tile. Irrigate that one. I think the first thing I want to do here is get rid of the pollution. I do not want that building up. That is kind of important to stay on top of. And it is costing me resources while it's there. Okay, you're working on a cannon. I'm fine with this. Road Bandit's got a... Okay, Hoover Dam coming very soon. Looking really good. Yep, nobody for you to hit this turn. Let's keep checking this way. Alright. Head on up this direction. Alright, almost there. Yeah, this tends to be what happens most Civ games that I play. I end up building a relatively small number of really good cities, and I just take the rest. Once I have a sizable infrastructure, I can start cranking out technologically superior units. That is a bright dot. I don't like that. But once Hoover Dam is finished, that should actually help a lot. Alright, it's still empty. Wait in there. Okay, click the unit. Let's wake up those goodies, and in we go. Zimbabwe captured. And I now have chivalry, whether I want it or not. I didn't research the dead end, I just ended up taking it from everybody else. I can make my own knights now. Not that I really care all that much. Yeah, I gotta do a little bit of peeking around here. They have a granary and a marketplace, so my luxuries are having an effect, but otherwise, yeah, looks like we're plucking one up. Keep the local populace happy. You definitely need a temple, not an aqueduct. Oh, there we go. Now I can see around the city a bit better. Let's move these. Oh, that one is actually a shield tile. Nice. Oh, nope, that's too many. One needs to stay off. Okay, there we go. Let's get to work on that temple. You can move in there. And, yeah, you can start heading back to town. Alright, that has its roads. Let's give it rails now. You can keep skirting around. Interesting! Oil! Oil in that swamp. That gives it a whopping 4 shields. You can't mine a swamp, but you can give it a railroad, and that will actually turn those 4 shields into 6. So, yeah, that's actually a pretty solid production spot. This is a nexus between a coal hill, an oil swamp, and fish in the water, which would make that a really strong tile if it weren't for the fact that the city center itself would be on tundra, which totally stinks. Yeah. And there's at least 2 more tundra tiles in its radius, so it would be very, very dependent on getting as much food as it can out of other tiles, because yeah, the tundra is going to be close to useless. That's rough. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't even modify a tundra terrain. You might be able to give it road and rails slowly, but I don't think you can irrigate it or mine it or change it into any other terrain type. I think it's just stuck as tundra. It kind of stinks. Arctic is even worse. But yeah, that's actually out of range of a city built here. Yeah, that kind of stinks, huh? Still, it's kind of curious. Yeah, temple first and then city walls. Hopefully I can have this this continent secured soon. And hey, I'll have double the number of cities. It's actually already gone up 50% in the last hour and a half. So it's some good progress, I think. Yeah, there's just way too many pollution markers out here. I have got to try to get that under wraps. Yeah, I'm gonna end up dismissing this forest as well to get even more food out here. I'm going to have plenty of shields once Hoover Dam is finished. I'm going to want to be able to get more food to get the city to grow larger, and I wouldn't mind reducing the amount of pollution that comes in, because I'm sure that Hoover Dam is not going to get rid of all of this. I'm counting 16 pollution icons there, which I believe means there's a 16% chance each turn that it creates a gunk tile. So yeah, that's a bit much. I need to reduce that. Yeah, see, Twitch is only at only 3. If I had it generate less shields, then I could actually reduce that to 0, as you can see. But at the moment, I'm fine with it being a little over. Chances are, once I get Hoover Dam, that will go away, I think. Pretty sure. But I'll be finding out soon enough. I'm building it regardless. That's totally a thing that's going to happen. How is this do? I'm up 15 coin a turn right now? Wow. That is really built up. Can I get away with lowering the tax rate, maybe? No. No, I can't. Alright, let's leave it there then. Alright, I guess I can start bribing units or something. Rush buying something. Actually, how is your city walls are a good thing to rush by. Let's do that. There we go. So if somebody actually starts attacking Clobane, I don't have to worry about the city shrinking. Alright, looks like that's the turn. There are the city walls. And the Oracle. It's good to see that there. Okay. So, yeah, notably, this city is not on the same continent. So, JS Box Cathedral won't affect this city. Hoover Dam will not affect this city. If they want to have a hydro plant, they're going to have to build it themselves. And I believe there's actually restrictions on where you can build a hydro plant. You don't have to worry about Hoover Dam. Its magic hydro plant will work in any city on that continent. But I believe you can only build a hydro plant on a city that is either coast... Actually, no, I don't even think that's good enough. I think you need a river. I think there actually has to be a river in the city radius in order for a hydro plant to be built. I think that otherwise it's not an option. You'll have to go either power plant or nuclear plant if you have to have one of those. Okay. You already have a marketplace. You don't need an aqueduct anytime soon. You're size 5. How quickly are you growing? Because maybe I should build a coliseum. Oh, you're actually very little foot. I kind of want settlers here, but I also don't think they'll last very long if they're outside the city. I don't trust this continent yet, so let's have them chunk away at a factory. I'm fine with that. They actually have a really nice production there, so I'm fine with that as a choice. Alright, let's send this battleship down to the next coastal city here. And, yeah, you can just work your way back to Crade now. Although, let's not be adjacent to the enemy city with that yet. Okay. Home fortify. Let's take a quick peek up that way. Okay. And a quick peek that way. Okay. And I will make that send you in and make that your new home next turn. Wanted to clear away some of the fog of war. It looks like I can actually use the mine here. And as I'm trying to get this city kind of up to snuff, I think I'd rather have that than more food. Yeah, they kind of need to get that temple finished before they grow again, so that'll work. Hey, Lamoxis, good to see you. I indeed do have some tea here. I went for the sinus soother tonight. My throat was feeling okay, but I was otherwise a little stuffy. Yeah, I don't have nearly as much sinus soother as I do throat tamer, but I can get boxes of sinus soother locally. The stores do have that one. Okay, I think we're good here for the turn. Going to it is what, 1670 AD? Okay. We're currently going 5 years a turn. That is going to slow down even further. Pollution, you're row-banded again, no! But we got rid of the pollution sitting outside Twitch there. Okay, yeah, that is just way too much pollution. We got to get in here and get to work on that. Okay, so you've got a new cannon. let's send that over toward Kraid. Poke, poke, poke. Huh. It's still not empty. He's got a lot of units in there. Alright. Send you back. Okay, so you can go in there, change your home, and fortify. Okay. You can sit in there. Twitch should be okay now for units away from home, because it's actually the same number it was last turn. Although I'm about to increase it because I'm sending one of you guys over as well. Yeah, just enough 5 and 5. It's balanced out just right. And I'm going to need musketeers and a cannon for the next one, I think. Let's go musketeers first. And yeah, to the next turn. Still chunking along here. Oh, you had a loose settler. Hoover Dam has been built. I love the way it just kind of hides off in the far distance back there. Okay, yes. The pollution in Road Bandit went from 16 down to 5, and it has even more shields. That is the importance of Hoover Dam. As a matter of fact, if I pluck up this tile entirely, the one less shield, it actually goes down by 2. So yeah, Hoover Dam, kind of big, kind of useful, kind of important. And now we can get women's suffrage in a mere 17 turns. I will go for that as well. Oh, it went back up to... yeah, okay. Yeah, let's leave it there. I will be working on that tile soon enough. And I actually want to look at the rest of the cities. There is no factory here yet, so they have not been affected. They currently have 9 shields total. Once the factory is completed, it should jump up to 18. As not only do they have the factory, but then also the effect of the hydro plant from Road Bandit. Twitch is now getting that effect. So there's a good chunk of shields there now. And Kraid is also on the same continent, but they have no factory. So again, they're still struggling. It's going to take a while to build a factory here, although it's now actually going to be worth doing so. I will get around to that eventually, though. I still want that marketplace first. Okay, I must have a unit ready to go. Okay. Let's finish with this tile first. Let's give it rails. I don't have to go back to it. Actually, let's move the battleship further this way. Poke. Oh! It finally happened. Finally. Oh, hi! I'll deal with that next turn. Alright, so I actually did lose my battleship. Oh, hi. Hi. I actually don't know who Grey are. Let's keep going that way. Okay, that has been irrigated. Yep, Kraid can actually start growing again. Let's give this rails. You guys can go in here and sentry. Looks like I'll be picking you up very soon, actually. I need another battleship. You actually haven't even started women's suffrage yet, have you? Okay, let's have you work on a battleship then. Only 5 turns. Nice. Okay. Yeah, gonna want another one. I usually only need one at a time. They tend to last quite a while, as perhaps you've noticed. Any battle can be its final battle. It's just a question of when it suddenly gets unlucky. It's like you roll that d20 enough, it's gonna come up a 1 eventually, in theory. Bye. That is a Greek city hiding in there. Okay, you fortify, and I want you to switch to a cannon. On a cannon. Let's get you back into town. Okay, great. Yes, that tile has been finished. Road, rail, irrigation. Yeah, the rail doesn't actually help resources, but I want the rail there anyway. I can actually connect up cities further back straight through here. Because cities never have rails in them, only roads, they there's still a movement cost associated with going in or out of a city. So if the rails actually give me a way to go past the city, I can move further on a turn. Okay, it looks like the next order of business for you is down here. Let's tackle that pollution. I gotta stay on top of that pollution. It's definitely going to get... It's not going to get as bad. I'm not generating it at nearly as much of a rate. As a matter of fact, Twitch is no longer generating pollution at all. The 3 that it had there is completely gone. So that is a huge, huge plus. Okay. Next turn, please. Yeah, moving your units away from the coast. Alright, let's get rid of that pollution. Let's keep looking around there. Oh, that looks to be a good spot. Okay. Let's actually have the transport sentry as well. I'm just going to wait until the battleship has done its thing. Oh, actually, you know what? I changed my mind. A battleship can't do anything about this city. So let's actually just hop right across here and see what's sitting there. So let's wake these guys up and step them here. That is another Greek city. And a say from the Greeks wishes to speak with him. Will you receive him? No! Because I'm not done kicking your ass yet. Okay, and you can go back in there. Well, we'll see if the cannon can get in there. It may or may not succeed in doing so, but I will try. Meanwhile, yeah, got a spare musketeer. We're working on another cannon. If we fail, we just try again, that's all. And I will go back to poking that with a battleship eventually. Are you freaking kidding me? What the hell is wrong with you? No! You stupid jerk face, no! Why is it not letting me select Zimbabwe? What's going on here? That's not good. I had another unit in their game. That's my city, and it's not empty. What is even happening? I don't think I have a way of... I think this just shows me where it is on the map. Can go in Lobane. I don't think there's a way I can cycle between cities when I'm looking at the city screen for one. Seems that most keys just have me just leave the city. I don't know what's going on there. Don't know why it's not letting me select this. Game's being weird. I guess I'll end turn and see what happens. No. The Indians! Sure. Greetings from M. Gandhi, ruler and king of the Indians. You can see it's a new font there. You should be super friendly in the season of democracy. No! I'm not making peace with you. Yeah, he wants war. Yep, civil disorder in Zimbabwe, and now they're letting me visit it. Yeah, I wanted to prevent that game on Earth. Actually, the easy way to solve that is just move the cannon back in. Let me just cycle to it. Oh, I can't! Because the road has been detached. That's actually a problem? Oh, they're not letting me go back inside Zimbabwe now. Why is that happening? Uh-oh, that's not good. They're going to stay in civil disorder and I'm in a democracy? That's really not good. Oh, the cannon lost! That is not good at all. Yeah, you're going to sentry, I'm afraid. Let's clean this gunk up. Suppose I could just have you fortify too. Let's keep peeking around here. Ah, why is it not letting me go inside there? That's not good. What's the keyboard command for exploring a city? Bringing up city view. Can I, no, I can't select a city from here. Uh-oh, this is bad. Yep, there it is. Thankfully this won't last long because I still have the pyramids active. But yeah, suddenly... So capture Zimbabwe? What are you talking about? What the hell? What the hell, game? What is wrong with you? I don't even know anymore. Alright, so I'm actually technically in a despotism again. Actually, no, not a despotism, an anarchy. But that will be solved in just a moment. Yeah. Yeah, because the Great Pyramid is still active, I can go right back into a democracy again. It's only going to be a single turn that I am suffering from this effect. Yeah, that's what happens if you're in a democracy and a city stays in civil disorder for 2 consecutive turns. They actually overthrow the whole damn government. Not good. Hey, Cosmic Bard, good to see you. Yes, indeed. It's going to be a lot of Civ over my Wednesdays for quite some time coming, it would seem. Okay, yeah, we need to go to this pollution now and clean up that one. Okay, there's another, oh wow, okay. So I think I found where most of the Greek units are. Okay, let's come down to here now, irrigate it. You can go into the city and sentry. Actually, that's sort of enough to work with. I can totally just send you across right now. No, I told you to sentry, so you actually need to wait a turn. Okay, now we can try the city again. How's that battleship coming along? It's actually getting built faster because I'm not paying unit support for the brief moment in time. There can be a Lamoxis town if I ever build a new one. Okay, back to democratic, please. Yeah. We love king. Latest poll results. Now we're sort of not in a kingship any longer. Alright, so you go up that way. You make landfall. Ooh, what's in here? Oh, wow. Back here. Yes, that already is your home, and you fortify. Okay. Yes, we have a new battleship. Women's suffrage, please. We'll take 10 turns to finish, apparently. 10 or 11? 15. I was looking at the wrong number. Actually, it might take longer than that, as I'm intending to get rid of that forest. Okay. Get you over to that continent where the battle is currently raging. I think I have another musketeer, I just have to send it over there. Okay. Yep, keep working on cannon. Oh, I need to, like, pluck a bunch of you guys off. 6 and 6. Excellent. Yeah, I need to recheck the attitude advisor since I did just sort of gain and lose a government there. Okay. Okay, looks good. More pollution near Row Bandit. I just finished cleaning that up! Alright, get out the Auto Romeo Maker again! you guys in here. Pardon me. Sentry. Yeah, you're waiting a turn too. Try again. Failed again. Grr. Irritating. Alright, almost got this continent scoped out. With a lot of area back there it seems they haven't used, but they got a good chunk of cities. I do believe that Athens is by default the Greek capital, so that would be the place to go next. They still don't have city walls anywhere. What are they doing? What are they doing with themselves? Alright, they are actually letting me enter Zimbabwe. That's good. The game actually figured out it belongs to me now. I don't know what was happening there. That was really, really weird. Okay, got computers. Those are going to be absolutely key, as you might imagine. After all, can't play Civ without a computer, right? I don't think anybody's ported it to a toaster yet. So what this allows is the SETI program wonder, the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, which, unlike the real-life SETI, is actually super useful. How useful? Well, I'll build it and then I'll show you. Okay, what do I research now? Actually, that's a great question. I'm pretty sure the route I want to go down now is toward conscription. For that, I'm going to need explosives. That has to come first. Let's do that. Gems. Alright, so Argos is a good trade city. It looks like here would have been a great nexus. Fish, gems, fish. I wonder if there's something here. But yeah, he's already got two separate cities there. Two mines between them. He can go back and forth to whoever needs it the most, I guess. Oh, hi! Where'd you come from? Well, let's poke at you with a ship. Alright, I can head up this way. No pollution there, no pollution. Yes! Okay. We're finally getting rid of the pollution around here. Twitch needs more help. Let's get back up to where we were here. Irrigate that tile, please. Thank you. Let's get this battleship heading northward. Where there's plenty of things we can poke there. Yeah. Figure out what this thing is. You can put Doom on it. Check this out. Yeah. Yep, pretty much. Hey, I just discovered electricity! Oh, that's great, Benjamin Franklin. Now we can use these here electric guitars. Next week in Elvis history, Elvis of Arabia. Dang, it's hot out here. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm good for the turn. Yeah. Oh man, Benjamin Franklin. One of the most fascinating individuals this country has ever wrought. He was ambassador to France for a number of years. It is often said that in France women don't wear underwear, and he would know. He would actually keep reflective surfaces on his shoes. He could peek up under skirts. He was a dirty old pervert, he was. Yeah, he was here before it was even a country. There's a reason why it's his portrait on the $100 bill, despite his never having been a president. I don't know if he invented the shoe mirror, but he definitely wore them. He did invent bifocals. Bifocal glasses were his creation. Interesting invention to a tribute to him. Alright, I guess I'm ready to end turn, although I feel like I am forgetting to double check something. Well, I don't have anybody building the Sadie program, and I suppose I could do that. Yeah, let's big old science city here. We'll have them work on the Sadie program. Alright, let's see. Yes, palace! Yeah, I think we need to buff the other side of the walkway here. And some more trees. Lovely palace. Let's try this. The ship lost. That's okay. It outlived its usefulness anyway. Okay, that pollution is gone. Do I want to send you toward Twitch or Picante? I still feel like I need to do more on this side of the... Oops. That was a typo. That's unfortunate. Alright, you get in there, and Sentry. Looks like you can head due north. We'll poke at that Musketeer next turn. Yeah, I got a lot of untamed land to deal with there. I tried to build a city down here some time ago, and I wasn't able to keep it in one piece. I actually still want to do that. And then we can help Picante, and then we can work eastward. Again, this continent is currently benefiting from J.S. Box Cathedral and Hoover Dam, so I am definitely incentivized to get more cities on this landmass. Keep working in that direction. And I can totally squeeze in another one down here, and will gladly do so. Are you still in... that was probably just the last time I got to see it. You still don't have that damn temple yet. And you're about to grow. What the... Fine, I'll buy it for you. Sheesh. It's taking frickin' forever. Alright. It's a wonder of the world I haven't fully colonized my home continent yet. Yeah, it's as Brimcon phrased it, I tend to build vertically. I build up rather than across. I like having a relatively small number of really, really good cities. That just seems to work the best for me. Yeah, I sort of just get so busy building them up that I forget. It's like, yeah, I can actually have more cities if I go across, once it's kind of safe. Alright, so Zimbabwe has a much-needed temple. They can support a couple more people now and afford to grow a bit larger if I leave somebody plucked off anyway. Yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna leave 2 off. They're still gonna grow fast enough. I really want to get city walls going here before I give them a coliseum. So let's do that. Come on! Yes! Okay. With that having been done, actually, let's go for the one further north as well. Alright. Moving you there was a mistake. Let's just get you back on the rails. Okay, so that's been irrigated. It already has roads. Let's give that rails. Alright. Yeah, Crade currently borrowing this tile from Twitch, and I guess they do kind of need it, really. As much as I would like to get more shields. Well, we're going to have some hills, so I'll be able to use that once we get there. Let's see. Okay. Let's just put you right here. Okay. Pollution gone. Down to a forest tile. I'm pretty sure I want to change that to plains. Yeah. You can keep working on that. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Bang. Alright. In that case, I now want to send you over to Alundi. Guess we'll just circle down and around, right? Alright, let's wake this up. Let's ship you across. Wake these up. Okay. Let me quickly check with the old attitude advisor. Make sure my cities are all okay. They are. Okay, great. I have already played Civilization Revolution, Captain Clever. If you check Season 1 of Warlord Wednesday, you will find it there, Among the Winds. Yes, I did actually already play that one. I believe that only took 2 weeks. Yeah, I had not done any of the other Sid Meier's Civ games. I did Alpha Centauri, and I did CivRev, but I actually didn't do any of the main numbered entries. Oh, I also did Call to Power as well. But yeah, this is actually the first mainline numbered Civ that I've actually done. No, it's actually not part of the NK challenge either. So yeah. Yeah, I love Call to Power so much. It was a pretty ghetto stream the way I managed to get that working. I did ultimately get the virtual machine running it better and actually playing the Wonder Vids and whatnot, but yeah, it was kind of rough to start with. Civilization Revolution is very polarizing, it seems. There are people who absolutely detest it. I love it. I think it is absolutely amazing. Yeah, it kind of like it gives you a Civilization game that is streamlined to near perfection. It gives you the entire Civ experience, very full, very rewarding, playable from start to spaceship finish in 4 hours. You really can finish a game of CivRev in a night. And yeah, it just plays so incredibly well. It's balanced in such a way that all of the civilizations will, to one person or another anyway, feel absolutely broken. There's almost certainly one that fits your particular play style. And it is just so much fun. And it really, really works well. It was one of the Sid Meier had not done any actual coding on a Civ game throughout most of the time over the years. He actually did a lot of the design and programming for Civ Rev himself, and it shows. He really did take like the best elements of all the Civ games up to that point and really condensed it down into what the game really needs to be in order to play smoothly over a short period of time. And yeah, I am a big fan of it. Feel free to bring up my old playthrough of it and see what you think. Give me access to the... Oh, okay, I guess we're moving someone else first. Yeah, I like building the road first. Yep, you can just sentry for now. I don't have anybody to give you. Cannon, attack! Damn it! Cannon, attack! Finally! Bloody hell! Alright, let's send you down this way. I don't want to send you into swing. You can stay put. Alright, so apparently I need more cannon, but I'm going to finish the Sadie program first. We're just going to have to sit and wait on Bapedi. I can generate cannons out of cities that are adjacent here. Actually, you know what? Let me wake you back up, come to think of it. Because I believe I've got 2 musketeers sitting here now. Yeah, let's actually put one back on the boat, and you can start heading this way. I don't necessarily need to have a cannon there right away to defend it. Okay. Come on! Yes! Oh! Hi! Bye! Alright, you can head up towards Ulundi. Okay, so that has been irrigated now. The roads are there. Give it rails, please. Alright, we're finally starting to get this teamed again. Glad for that. Well, the thing about Civ 2 is the addition of firepower, which makes yeah, it's a little, yeah. This one die roll that makes a unit live or die is kind of rough. Yeah, it's like even a fresh militia unit against a veteran battleship with city walls in place is still going to win. I want to say it's like one time in 64. Yeah, it can happen. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, in Civ 2, units actually have hit points, so a single die roll doesn't kill them. They will instead take damage. It's like if you have two equal forces fighting, well, the one that survives might not have that much left, and you'll actually have to like figure out how to heal it. Yeah, it's a lot more predictable, I feel. It just plays a lot safer. Earthquake in Corinth. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, let's irrigate that. Okay, you've got your irrigation road and rails. Okay, this already has roads. Let's irrigate it. Okay, so we can get you up to outside. Let's click on you, wake up the musketeers, set you outside. I do not want to talk with the Zulu at all. I instead want to beat the crap out of them. Alright, come on! Yes! We're in! Bapedi! Nice. Okay. There is absolutely nothing built here, and they are going to need a temple in very short order. So let's get one built. Defense wins ties? It's not just a 50-50? Okay, that's really, really weird. How does it actually do the math then? It doesn't just do a coin flip when it's 50-50? How the... Alright, yeah, there must be something going on under the hood that I'm not aware of then in that case. Alright, new home, Bapedi, and you fortify. Okay. Excellent. And you have 2 trade routes going into you. Excellent. I'm just getting more and more trade. That is enough of an advantage that I'm wondering now if I can do this. Lower tax, up science. Losing 3 coin a turn. Discoveries go down to every 5 turns. That is totally acceptable to me. Completely and utterly. That is fantastic. Okay. We're in great shape now. Autosave happening. Game year is 1750 AD. Okay, you move in there. New home. Fortify. Yeah, this is the unhappy guy. Once we get the temple, you'll be ready to go. Alright, up here, poke with battleship. It is now open. Move to this other unit. It takes the city over. Excellent. Okay, we got Olundi, although they're not terribly happy. There is a barracks in here. That's probably just going to get itself scrapped as I get new tech. Yeah, we need that temple. You're actually starving for the moment. That's not good. Alright, I do not know if I... Ooh! Bye! That was apparently the last Zulu city. They are now off the map entirely. They are gone. Zulu civilization destroyed. Excellent. Okay. So I don't have to worry about them anymore. If there were any green units hiding in here, they are now gone. But I am wondering if there is perhaps another city hiding in the center of this landmass. I am going to want to peek in there and see if that is the case. And I can't really do that with this battleship. Alright, well, I'm still very much at war with the Greeks. I would think that my next target should actually be their capital city. Just head straight in there. You know what? I don't have an embassy with them, and I actually do have a diplomat kicking around somewhere. Is it inside a crate? It is. So I'm going to wake him up and put him on the transport. I'll tell you to sentry rather than fortify. It's weird that you can tell a diplomat to fortify. And, yeah, I will send him over to one of the Greek cities, and I'll establish an embassy. That's not tied to any one particular city. That is simply an informational thing that that will last for as long as that civilization does. It will let me see some things about their civ. Give me some useful statistics that I can work with. If they are in a democracy and I sack Athens, that might actually cause a civil war and cause their government to split in half. That some other civ that wasn't present in the game at the start or was otherwise eliminated might suddenly appear and take half their cities, which would be an interesting effect. It would make dealing with both halves a lot easier. Yeah, that is totally a thing that can happen. Alright. It's about 44%. Huh. Yeah, you would expect that to be 50. Yeah, I wonder how that number... I know exactly how that number is arrived at. It's for whatever reason, there's 4 on the attacker side, 4 on the defender side, and then for some strange reason, there's an extra 1 in the middle that goes to the defender. Oh man, that's weird. You will find, if you play this game yourself, D, that the other civs will typically not be friendly with you for very long. Especially if you are playing on pretty much any difficulty above Chieftain. They get a lot friendlier with each other and a lot less friendly with the player. And the longer the game goes on, the worse that gets. It really isn't until Civ 2 that the game even begins to get to where the player might be able to be friendly with another Civ and stay that way. Call to Power is actually pretty solid in that regard. If you're friendly with another Civ, they will actually occasionally just plain give you gifts out of the blue, which makes it well worth doing. But yeah. Mainline Civ, yeah, it's the original is kind of brutal. It really isn't until Civ 2 that you can start to try to maintain friendly relations. There's even like a Wonder of the World specifically designed for that in Civ 2. And then in Civ 3, where you actually have national borders and you have people marching around and whatnot, and you have this sense of culture built into your cities. Yeah, you can actually be friendly with everybody the entire game, potentially, in Civ 3. Mind you, they also did add the concept of armies, so if you want to take a military approach, that has actually also become, that gets a nice little boost as well. So that really does work both ways. There's suddenly like 3 or 4 ways you could try to win, conquer the world. You can totally try to conquer the world through cultural domination in Civ 3, which is actually, it tends to be what I end up doing, whether I try to or not. It's great stuff. Yeah, on Emperor, they're just trying to kill you. Yeah, they don't even, yeah, it's like, they love each other and they just want you out. Yeah. Yeah, armies in Civ 3 are a lot of fun. You can assemble combined arms, strong offense and strong defense. Yeah, it's good stuff. Really good stuff. I still think that Call to Power was the be-all end-all, though. I love the combat system in Call to Power. I still think that's the best. How it's actually stack combat, a stack of units against a stack of others, and you have ranged attackers that can perform ranged attacks, but only if they have a defender in front of them. They tried to make that even better in Call to Power 2 with the addition of flanking units and whatnot, but Call to Power 2 is such incredible rubbish that most people were like, I don't want to play this, even before they get into a battle. Crying shame, that. There's this mega mod. It's like the only mod anybody has for Call to Power. There's like a mega mod for it out there somewhere that sort of cranks the game up to 11. There's like double the kinds of units and whatnot. And it does some interesting things to try to rebalance it. They made some interesting decisions on it. At some point, I would actually like to try that. But I haven't actually taken that step yet. I think they actually called it Double Your Fun. Double your pleasure, double your fun. Okay. How do I want to do this? Am I ready to just end turn? I think I might just be ready to end turn. Yeah. Okay. Yay! More palace! I think that gravel is starting to hurt my feet. Let's improve the walkway. Paving stones! I like that. Nice. Okay, yes, so that has now been replaced. I have actually lost a shield, but I'm about to gain 2 food and 2 trade out of it over time. You may notice that despite the fact that I'm not gaining any more shields here, and I can't, that the pollution generating here is actually going up. And the reason for that is the population. This city is now suffering from such a level of overcrowding that just the level of waste generated by individuals is actually having a polluting effect. There is a way of solving that technologically, and that is also after automobile, so I'm going to be wanting to put that away, trying to delay that as long as possible. Road there. Okay, you can work your way back over to Crade. Yeah, you can work your way to Athens. I think we're good here. New home fortify. Okay. So there's Ulundi. I'm probably going to buy that temple. Yeah, let's do that. We can get them going on city walls promptly. You've got a little more time, but yeah, I'll do it for you too, sure. I don't have to worry quite so much. You're working on a factory, nice. Yep, city walls coming. Don't seem to have any rush to get them done. I don't think there are any units inside here. I'm gonna need a settler, and I can just poke around in there with that. Yeah, I'm going to want to get rails going. I'm going to want to connect up these cities. Definitely a lot of work to do on here. But, yeah. hopefully there are no like Greek units fortified inside the center of it. I'm really hoping there isn't yet another city in the middle. I don't know if there is yet or not. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I can then turn. So there's Ulundi's temple. You know what? I think I'm going to rename these cities. Oh, you are lacking food big time. Okay, now you're breaking even. Alright, I think I still need to leave one up. No, you can't grow at all that way. Okay. No, I can't afford to have you grow yet. Okay. You build settlers. I am going to want city walls here, but you can build settlers first. So there's Bapades temple. Okay. Yep, you need city walls now. Yeah. Alright, let's go in here. That actually ends your turn, curiously enough. Alright, that tile has been attended to. Let's go to this river tile. Alright. Yeah, no pollution. No pollution on the map. I've actually tidied it all up. There's still a chance here, and that chance is actually going to be growing slightly, but for now we're good. Do I want to do that? No, I better leave a little bit of leeway. Actually, no, I won't need to leave leeway. Because you're not going to grow again anytime soon. Okay. Yeah, so that's fine. In fact, you'll get more happiness once women's suffrage is done. Hey, Six Blaze! Good to see you here. Yeah, get automobile and reduce pollution. Well, the thing is that it's the automobile technology that kind of prompted further advancement from there. Yeah, it's a prerequisite for mass production, and that's part of it. And that is a prerequisite for recycling. That's how that pans out. Okay. Yeah. I think we're good. Yeah, I think I want to rename these cities. So, let's see. Let's rename Zimbabwe. Oh, come on. Work with me here. Let's rename this one to Captain Clever. My Tier 3 subscriber. I believe that, let's see, let's name this one D. It's D Junior D. Let's name this one. Oh, come on, work with me. After Lamoxis. Lamoxis wanted one. And Bapade. Who should I name Bapade after? Oh, hey, Brimcon! I didn't even see you sneak in! I totally missed you chatting. I sincerely apologize. Would you believe, upon looking at this scene, I could only think of Grandest Fleet? I have no idea what Grandest Fleet is. Cosmic Bard is here. Baby boppity boop. Dear. I have actually been playing Disneyland Adventures on the Xbox One. It's on Game Pass. I figured that'd be a relatively quick, easy, fun little game to to just grind out the achievements on. It is a bit of I've never actually been to Disneyland, but I have been to Walt Disney World Resort, and yeah, it's basically like roaming around the Magic Kingdom again, and it's like, yeah, it kind of hits that kid nostalgia bug. I have actually been enjoying that. I have not gone into It's a Small World yet. I have been avoiding that like the plague. I know I'm going to have to at some point, though. Ugh. It's got some fun little gimmicks in it. You get a magic wand and you can wave it around to make all the trash cans and manhole covers spit out coins. It's got some fun things you can do. Alright, any other subscribers present here? Anybody who should... I'll leave Bopady to be renamed. Maybe I'll get a subscriber or something. Yeah, I kind of... Hey, John, good to see you. Welcome. Wait, what happened with... Why is there a gem at the name of D Junior D's name? How did that happen? I'm worried that's going to screw something up. Let me get rid of that. How did that happen? There we go. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll leave Bopady. If somebody wants me to name a city after them, then I'll go for that one. And I do plan on making more and taking more over, for that matter. Oh, yeah, ready to end turn. Explosives! Good fun stuff there. I suppose that technically explosives were actually invented in like ancient China some time ago, but I think this is intended to represent, you know, the modern concept of you know, high scale detonation. Yes, I invented computers before explosives. Indeed I did. Nothing on this tech itself, but it leads to something that I need that it is not offering to me right now because it's being a dick. Yep. I have everything I need for conscription, they're just plain not offering it to me right now. So I'm going to have to waste my time with something else for the moment. I suppose that the corporation isn't a complete waste of time. Democracy kind of doesn't really lead to anything that I want or need right now. Although, if somebody hits communism and I don't have democracy yet and I actually need to change governments, then I wouldn't be able to get back to it without it. Atomic theory is probably not a bad choice at this point. I'll be able to lead to what that can use. The corporation's probably the best bet, given yeah, and that'll lead to something else I could use. I'll go for the corporation. Okay, so you've got a diplomat in there ready to go, but prefer to have a musketeer with you first. Ugh. So we'll just wait a turn. Okay, roads, please. The battleship can just head across this way now. Yeah, you can just skip your turn for now. Okay, that's got roads. Let's irrigate it. Let's get some more food in there. Women's suffrage coming soon. All these 2 unhappies will become just 1. That will help tremendously. That'll actually let me have 2 units away from each city that was on this continent before JS Box Cathedral can't help any further. Video games without explosives. Create builds marketplace. Nice. Yeah, and now we can actually start getting some proper luxuries in here. So the city will be a lot safer in that regard. It's going to take a while, but I actually do want them to get a factory in here. It's going to be twice as effective because it's on the same continent with Hoover Dam. It'll be something I'll probably look forward to rush buying at some point, hopefully. Okay, that has been irrigated. Let's give it rails. I don't have you fully set up yet. Okay, let's give you rails now. You can hop in there and sentry. You can continue to work your way up toward Athens. Alright, you are now ready to go. Let's get you up here. Alright, yeah. This tile is actually currently being used by Kraid. I could switch it over to Twitch if I needed to, but let's face it, Kraid kind of needs it more right now. Oh, and there's the tile across the way here that is actually open to Bob Haiti. It's on their land, but you know what? I think I'd rather give it to Kraid. Let's let Kraid have that. We can actually get more out of this city than that one, given the continent it's on. So yeah, let me actually switch that over. I think Twitch can live without that tile. We'll make do with what else is around here. I think we'll be okay. At the moment, kind of doesn't matter too much. Okay. Are we, yeah, I think I'm ready to end turn. Oh, hi! Row Bandit builds women's suffrage. It's, yeah, it's in front of the temple behind JS Box Cathedral on the far left. Near the aqueduct, the big, female symbol. Okay. Only one unhappy face there now instead of two. And that is going to apply to every unit away from town. That is going to make things a lot easier for me. Build a barracks here, please. That would be freaking fantastic. It's only going to take a single turn, too. Alright, let's get you up closer. Alright, let's get rid of that cannon. Swing around to Argos. I may as well pick at this while we're here. Alright. That has roads now. Let us irrigate it. Okay. We're getting there. We are getting there. Keep chugging along here. I don't even see the barracks. Probably got positioned far in the back behind the text there. Okay. Well, now you can start cranking out military units, musketeers and cannon. Single turn each. That's how many shields I have at this place. So that's strong. Alright, I think I can establish an embassy directly from the ship? No, they actually won't let me do that. But you can move 2 tiles. Nope. Oh, but you know what? Making landfall, I think, actually ends your turn. Alright, it's empty. I need the musketeer. Yoink! I'll just have the diplomat walk to a city. Granary and marketplace pre-installed. You may as well work that tile. I don't know why you weren't. Yeah, you need a temple. Okay, so that one switched hands candidly. And the battleship can work its way up to the capital and still has a move. Poke. Okay, transport back to Kraid. We're gonna have new units for you in very short order. Row Bandit is on the job now. Yeah, Shakespeare's Theater has expired, but it could still be built just for the points. That is actually an option. Yeah, I can probably send them without too much difficulty under the hills here and then up to Corinth. That won't be a problem. Oh, and Corinth is now suffering from from civil disorder. Alright, so let's march you that way. You go back down toward Kraid. You, New Home City, fortify. Let me look in here real quick. Yeah, working on that temp. I'm going to buy that. Speed that along for you. Okay, yep, that's working at a good pace. Yeah, I told you to build settlers first, and I can easily see why. Okay. That's good. You're almost done with that factory. That'll be nice. Okay, Bob Patey there. Where are we? Okay, yes, you. Actually, you know what? Oh, okay, you can go back to Kraid, I guess. It occurs to me I could actually send you here. And just have you, bored from the edge there. You might as well wait inside the city for the moment, though. I'm going to switch you over to a cannon now. Kind of want to alternate. Alright, there's the battleship. Athens is now empty. Alright, you sit tight. This is looking good. I hope I don't jinx myself by noting that, though. Palace upgrade! I think the shadow of the trees is... I kind of don't like that. Let's upgrade that again. Statues! At least has some spaces in between. And I think that's actually the top upgrade there. Alright, so that'll do. Argos builds temple. And they're celebrating We Love the President Day as a direct result. Yay! Nice. Of course, they're generating no surplus pop. I mean, no extra food, so can't really benefit from that yet. But I'll tell them to build settlers. They'll recover from that right away. Yeah, let's actually send you down this way now. Of course, I'm about to finish the rails along there. Yeah, let's get this tile taken care of. That one is squared away. Let's go on to this one now. There's a cannon. Alright, the ship is in place, so let's load it up. Let's get that. Oh, you didn't have a musketeer already. Oh. Oops. Alright, so go ahead. Yeah, you've got a... Okay, you actually have a phalanx unit defending you. Alright, go ahead and build another cannon and then another musketeer. I can probably just disband that phalanx unit. It's probably not worth paying support for. I'll hold on to it. What the hey. Okay, good. And we can get rails in there now. You can head on up into that ship. Okay. No. Oh, that ended your movement. Oops. Oh! Damn it! Need another battleship. Need another battleship. Alright, let's switch this. Oh, actually, no. Let's not switch that over. You need your own defenders first, and then I'll build a battleship. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, and turn. Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. I failed to realize, despite the fact that there was a road there, it was still going to end its turn, since it wasn't moving along a road. Alright, so we now have a factory over here. They have 10 shields on the land. They should now have 15, yep. And if I want them to have 20, I'll have to give them a hydro plant. They'll actually have to build that themselves. I will totally do that. I think it's actually gonna... Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and build a settlers first and get that squared away, and then I can do that. Okay, we're finally down to where we can improve that tile. Let's get roads in. Right, you fortify, you need to stay there. You, there's a cannon approaching Argos. But, do I have a cannon in there? I don't. Oh, okay. Okay, you get roads. And finally start improving that tile up there. Okay, yes. Turn. Aztecs, huh? Alright. I don't think we've communicated before. Alright, so yours is a small backward empire. Bite me! Alright, your funeral. He actually attacked. You've got a lot of units, my word. Conte builds factory, okay. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shields. And suddenly it's at 20 over here. As Hoover Dam kicks in right away. Marketplace, please. Hey, Ghoulie, good to see you. Oh man, it's already after 11. Oh. I just do not remember to take breaks playing Civ. Okay, so, yep, rail's there now. Oh, whoops. Okay, you go ahead and send this one up to that waypoint. Switch you over to Musketeers. Yes. Oh, too many people away from home. I gotta switch these over now. Okay. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay. Well, you're not building settlers, I'll tell you that much. Try a cannon. Oh man, I wish I had city walls here. I didn't expect so much to suddenly rush out against this, against the city here. He's going to get a free tech off of me as a result of this. He's almost certainly taking the city back. I'll be able to put more units in there, but it's going to take a turn. This is probably going to be too late. Man, this is obnoxious. Oh, they lost. They lost. He didn't send in the cannon yet. Weird. Alright, the corporation! Yeah, the railroads definitely spawned that sort of thing. Nothing straight up off of this tech, but it does lead to a few other things. There's conscription. Give me that. Oh, nice. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, made it to the city. So all of those units are in there now to help defend it. Let's get those woken up, so to speak. Okay, yep, you can be irrigated now. Let's get you to the waypoint. Oh, I need to leave one behind. Okay, I'll do that with the next one, that's fine. Okay, irrigate that, please. You have a new home, and we fortify you. You counterattack. Yes! Idiot! Alright, and let's change this to city walls now, and I will buy them. Now that I've got enough units here that I'm confident we'll be able to hold this city for return. That should make it well worth it. Jag of Troy! Thank you so much for subbing for a second month. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you for remaining a guardian of my channel. It means a lot to me, yes. Sub hype. Let me do this up proper here. Sometimes I forget I can do this. Sub hype. You get a free sub for your 2-year anniversary? Huh. I didn't get one. Yay. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. Oh, and if there's anybody in here who was a benefit of a benefiter from I'm using the wrong terms here. Anybody who got a gift sub, and I know Rufford handed out a lot of them. Yeah, September is still going on. You can renew that sub for just $1 for another month if you would like. And I actually still get the full amount from a normal sub. So yeah, I will get that full dollar and then another $1.50 on top of that, coming straight out of Twitch's pocket. Because they are awesome like that. You get to use your XD pig for another month. Yeah, no, those who are a beneficiary, yes, thank you. I've been streaming for 2 3/4 hours without taking a break. This is not advised. Alright, I am still turning a money profit, right? Yes, I'm making 5 coin a turn. Okay, that's plenty. Yes! 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 I didn't even lose a unit in there! Fantastic. Alright, Lamoxis builds settlers. We can start tidying things up around here. The factory is going to take twice as long as the Colosseum. Yeah, I kind of need the Colosseum, I think. Yes. Implosion Retro Gaming! Hello, good to see you. Yeah, I could use a quick walk or something, yeah. Stretch the legs. What I really need is a bite to eat. I went out and ran errands. It actually ended up being shorter than expected because, one, I realized I basically needed to do more groundwork on. I'll probably take care of it tomorrow. But, yeah, one thing I didn't do is stop for dinner. I'm kind of wishing I had. Probably heat up some chicken nuggets or something if I take a brief break. Alright, so you've got your city walls. Should be well defended now. I think you're going to be keeping those, well, not the transport. Let's send the others out. Maybe a barracks? You kind of, you only have 2 shields. Well, let's fix that problem. Let's get some Oh, you're lacking food though. Well, once. Oh, pardon me. Once some of the other units here are dealt with, I'll be able to fix the food shortage. Yeah. Kind of lacking. Yeah, we need the shields. I need them for unit support. Alright, you know what, fine. Factory. I'll set you to factory. Alright, let's send you back south. Oh, hi. Okay, goodbye. Yes! Row Bandit is done. Row Bandit is completely modernized. Twitch currently has 3 settlers on it. I think we're good in that department. So yeah, I think we're gonna send Picantes eastward. Let's do that. And then this, and then I can work on that mountain, I guess. Okay, fortify. You keep that one. Alright, Lamoxis now has settlers. I can start improving the land around here. Yeah, you need food. Let's start by going north. Alright, so what do you build now? Okay, you were building a coliseum. Okay, excellent. I approve of this. Nope. Clever builds city walls. Okay, so they're secure now. Yeah, we need more happiness here. But do we have the time to build a factory first? Yeah, I think so. Okay, debuild settlers that they need. Get some more food going here. They already have the factory. Let's give them the hydro plant. Okay. You had... Oof! They put another city there? Really? Huh. Well, you can pick at the Musketeer. Yes! Alright. Yep, I'll have you go south first. Mine that mountain! Okay, you head up to the waypoint. You fortify there. Let's get a road first. It's a little faster to build. This tile here is being used by another city. That's why it's got a red border. Alright, so that tells me the Greeks actually are present. You need to build a cannon stat, because somebody's probably going to head toward that caravan. That settler. Covered wagon. That's not good. Let me switch you over to cannon now. 2 turns? You must be paying just enough maintenance. That's going to take 2 turns now. Darn. That's unfortunate. It's going to come up like just shy. Yeah. Wise men say, only fools run an empire without luxuries. King. Oh, you were trying Civ again yourself. Excellent. Yeah, you gotta be careful about how quickly you expand, both horizontally and vertically, so to speak. How many cities you have and how big you make them. You can't grow too big too fast in either way. Yeah, it's definitely a careful balance, to be certain. I probably don't expand out enough when I play. Probably better off getting more cities in general. Alright, yeah, can I, no, I can't. I tried that already. It didn't work. You know what? I'm gonna rename this city. He didn't ask, but he did just subscribe, so here we go. Jag of Troy. That was actually previously a Greek city, so hey. Troy, you know. Anyway. Okay. And I can still rename Argos, if anybody is interested. It looks like I'm going to be able to keep that one. Hey, the City of Rhodes! The city my home state is named after, in sort of a roundabout way. What the locals call Aquidneck Island was originally named Rhode Island, R-H-O-D-E. because yeah, it's European discoverer was reminded of the city of Rhodes, apparently, when they saw it. But yeah, all the locals actually use the Native American name for it, and they call it Aquidneck. It's the island that Portsmouth, Middletown, and Newport are on. The official name of the state is actually Rhode Island and Providence Plantations. Rhode Island is just that island in those three cities. Providence Plantations is the rest of it. It is actually the state with the longest official name. There's a reason most people only call it Rhode Island. But I digress. How are we doing money-wise? I'm actually currently losing 4 coin a turn. Discoveries every 7 turns. Yeah, that's starting to slow down. I have to be careful about that. Years have started progressing 2 a turn. It is actually currently 1776 AD in game. The year the United States Declaration of Independence was signed. That's what the country calls its birthday. Yeah, I'm kind of technologically advanced still compared to that. I mean, I've got a sizable railroad network going everywhere, so there you go. Nope, you lose. Nope, you lose. Alright, Crade now requires an aqueduct to grow any further. They actually hit size 10. They actually got that covered. Yeah, that takes precedence. Let's go ahead and switch over to that. Although, if I finish the factory, they'll be able to build the aqueduct a heck of a lot faster, come to think of it. Yeah, I changed my mind back. We're going to finish the factory first. Yep, poke! Darn, it finally lost one. Alright, you build a road there. That's okay, because I've got more here. Let's wake this stack up. 2 musketeers and a cannon. They can all go on board. Whoops. Actually, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah, let's go to this tile. It already has roads. Let's give it irrigation. Okay. I actually haven't even gotten to cleaning this up or mining the hills. We can actually get a lot of production out of here. When I say money is the most important thing for cities, well, here's the thing. When it comes to money, it is very, very important to get trade going. It is extremely easy when you're first learning Civ to neglect it, because most tiles don't give it to you by default. You actually need to get that extra settler out there and build the roads and get the trade going. If you don't have trade, then you're not getting research, and you're going to fall behind, and you're going to be in deep trouble, and you're not getting the money that you need to pay for the building maintenance. I mean, look what I've got here in my capital. There's a more build button for me to hit in order to get through there. All of these buildings, apart from the palace and of course the wonders, are costing me money to keep, to maintain, in order to have this insane amount of science and production going, and of course this massive population that I'm maintaining. You need to have it, but you really only need to have as much money as it takes to pay your maintenance costs. You usually don't need a massive surplus, unless you're planning on doing a lot with, say, diplomats and spying, or just buying other people off in order to maintain peace. If you want to do a lot of rush buying of units, if you're in an emergency, it's great to have a good chunk of cash set up, but otherwise, yeah, it's just really, you only need it for the maintenance. You want the rest in science. But trade on the whole is so easy to neglect or overlook. You can be so busy building up your food and your production, to get the units out and get more cities out, and then suddenly, you're being attacked by catapults when you don't even have phalanxes yet, and it's like, man, it's like discoveries are taking like 20 turns or worse. It's just like, yeah, it's like trade didn't happen. You just need to make sure to not fall behind there. In order to get trade, you need to have roads. on your flatland tiles. Putting a road on a tile adds trade to it. Well, for grassland, plains, and deserts. And if you're in a republic or a democracy, then you're getting an additional trade out of it. Any tile that would normally provide one trade gives you an extra. Water gives you trade. Water gives you 2 trade. Rivers will actually provide a trade as well. So yeah, water is a natural source of trade. The rest you kind of need to make yourself. Yeah, building roads all over is key. More than just connecting cities makes it easier to travel between them. Faster to move units around if you have an emergency. But yeah, that's like the main reason for building a road is to actually add the trade to the tile. That's sort of the key. Yeah, Call to Power doesn't have any of that. In Call to Power, you actually get trade. Well, you get gold more directly, more easily. If you mine a tile, you also get some gold out of it, as well as the production boost. Yeah, roads in that game only give you the movement improvements. But yeah, it's the original Civ roads very, very important. Yeah, Civ Rev roads are only for movement between cities. You actually get trade much more readily out of the land. You don't have the whole concept of moving settlers around in order to improve the land in Civ Rev anyway. It's like the tiles either provide 1 resource or 2 of some particular type, and the tiles that normally provide only 1 resource, eventually there's a building that you get the tech for that you can build in the city, and then that tile will suddenly produce 2 extra, so it gives you a total of 3. It's an interesting balance. If you want to get more trade out of a city, once you have the trade technology, you can build caravans and send those to foreign cities and establish trade routes. That's actually what's happening in here. A caravan from Bombay, or from here went to Bombay, established a trade route there. This city is getting an additional 5 trade arrows each turn, literally out of thin air. Just from some caravan being sent from one city to the other, who knows how long ago. And yeah, it just maintains and can build over time. And that's actually currently half the trade coming out of this city. Percentage-wise, just over half. Yeah, 55 and 5/9% of the trade is actually coming out of that. So caravans are actually a huge help. Yeah, I think a city can support up to 3 trade routes. So that's totally a thing that you can do. I rarely bother with that in this game anyway, because I usually don't have anyone I'm friendly enough with to bother doing that for. Instead, when I'm sending units over to another city, I'm just going to be taking them over. I'll get their trade that way. But yeah, you can actually have these long-lasting trade routes between cities. The other thing that you can do with a caravan is you can have it help build a wonder of the world. I could have, say, like Kraid building a caravan right now, and when they finish it, I can send it over to here, and it will give me the option to help build wonder. Every shield that went into the creation of the caravan will be dumped into the production of the wonder all at once. It's just like the supply crawlers when I was playing Alpha Centauri. They can do the same thing. So you can actually have multiple cities working on the production of a single wonder. So caravans are actually quite useful in that regard. They are a good unit, I just haven't had much use for them here. I think I did use them at one point to help build a wonder, but yeah, I haven't actually formed any trade routes with anybody else. The further away a city is, the more you actually get out of a trade route with them, typically. It becomes more valuable. Now, with Rome and Bombay here, it's actually building up. So yeah, it is definitely a good strat. It's a good way of getting a nice extra chunk of trade. It's easy to neglect just how much it's worth. But yeah, I've done very little exploration of the world this game. I've been kind of content with what I have and what I've been taking from others. So, yeah, at the moment I'm sort of alright. I'm sort of okay with this. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Argos lost that cannon, and I would like them to build another one, but at least much of the units local to the area here have been successfully dealt with. You're still there. I suppose I could switch this to not a knight, to a cannon. I can't rush by it, though. That's still probably the best bet for the moment, though. Are you, Alright. I guess you kind of just got there or something. Alright, you're working on another case. It's a shame I'm one shield away. That really stinks. That's going to slow things down quite a bit. Sadie program chunking along at a decent pace. Yeah, that factory is going to take a while, but it's also going to be totally worth it. Working on that marketplace. Okay. My hand needs a moment. Alright, this is actually the 3-hour point in the stream, come to think of it. Let me quickly do a manual save over my file from last time. Alright, I am going to put some actual music on for you for a little bit as I step away, stretch my legs, grab a quick bite to eat, and maybe get a beverage that's not quite so caffeinated in front of me at the moment. And yeah, I will see you again in just a